I made the decision to start working out 4 years ago, and it completely changed my life and transformed me from this to this. When I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. I'd do crunches on my bedroom floor and just hope I'd somehow wake up with abs. No plan, no guidance, I had no idea what I was doing. But somehow, I figured it out. If that's where you are now, or maybe you're showing up kind of consistently but still feel lost, I've got you. This video is everything I wish someone told me when I was starting from zero. How I'd start over today if I had to do it all again, step by step. The best thing I did early on was not expecting overnight results. My goals were vague: grow my glutes, get toned, but I fell in love with the process. You don't need a perfectly specific goal to start. What you need is a way of moving your body that you enjoy. Try everything: strength training, Pilates, yoga, long walks, whatever doesn't make you want to immediately quit. And don't get attached to one identity. If you love strength now and yoga later, that's great. Let your routine evolve with you. Make it something you look forward to. Cute gym outfits, a gym-only playlist, your favorite energy drink before a lift. Turn your workout into a ritual. You do not need to be in the gym 6 days a week to see progress. Here's the split that I recommend starting with. Day 1 is going to be glutes and hamstrings. On this day, we'll hit exercises like hip thrusts, RDLs, kickbacks, and hamstring curls. Day 2 will be an upper body push-focused workout. You'll do exercises like shoulder press, lateral raises, and tricep extensions. Day 3 will be a quads and glutes day. You'll include some exercises like leg press and lunges. And day 4 will be a pull-focused day, which will hit back and biceps, lat pull-downs, seated rows, and bicep curls. If abs are a goal for you, train them just like any other muscle group 2 to 3 times a week with weights. And if the gym scares you, that is totally normal. I was in the same position as you are. Keep in mind that everyone in the gym was also in your shoes at one point. They know what it's like to be a beginner, and you would be shocked at how nice the big scary bodybuilders are at the gym. They are not judging you. They are more focused on themselves and their workout. Do not worry that people are staring at you, because they are not. For example, I literally fell off the treadmill when I was at the gym earlier today, and I looked around because I was embarrassed. Not a single person was looking at me, which I was kind of happy about, but that just shows how people are really in their own little worlds at the gym. Okay, so macros versus intuitive eating. You don't have to track macros forever, but I do think that it's really helpful to understand what you're currently eating and how you're going to want to adjust that to reach your goals. Let's say I have no idea what amount I'm eating. I'm just eating intuitively and I want to gain muscle. How am I going to know how much to eat or what to eat if I don't understand a baseline first? So for that reason, I would recommend to spend a couple days tracking your food just as you eat it intuitively, and that will make you understand where you're at currently. So then if you want to, say, gain muscle, you can add a small surplus of 250 to 500 calories, or if you want to lose fat, you can just do a slight calorie deficit, 250 to 500 calories, and you will lose weight. But the only way that you're actually going to know what specifically to do is if you know where you're at right now. But also, do not obsess over it. I wasted so much time obsessing over exactly what I was putting in my body, when really it's just important to know balance and important to know if your day-to-day choices are pushing you towards your goals or away from them. Try to prioritize high protein meals, try to prioritize whole foods, but don't say no to the occasional treat. Balance is not going to hurt you, and actually sometimes it will speed up your metabolism to make it easier to reach your goals. We are going to want to focus on about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight as a baseline. That's just about how much you need to either maintain or put on some muscle. Also, something I wish that I had known when I first started out is that all of these processed protein snacks and supplements are 100% not necessary to reach your goals. They gave me stomach pain and they kind of drained my wallet, to be honest. So if I was starting over, I would just focus on whole foods, on getting my protein from lean protein sources that actually make me feel good, and not spending all my money on processed proteins and things that I didn't even really like. Just because you see them on the internet does not mean that they are critical for muscle growth. No supplement is going to help you as much as consistency and proper nutrition will. But just because your meals need to be high protein does not mean that they need to be boring. Recently, I've been loving meals like overnight oats, Greek yogurt with whatever toppings you'd like, fruit smoothies, and homemade burgers, which are also great for meal prep alongside veggies like sweet potatoes and corn. Also, if your friends and family are not on the same path, stay grounded in your why. I know how hard it can be to stay on track when everyone around you has different goals than you do, but you just really have to remember what you're doing this for and have a vision of the end goal and keep that front and center in your mind whenever the people around you are testing that. You just have to remember what's important to you and why you're doing this. And also, don't feel bad for wanting to improve yourself, okay? You do not have to make yourself smaller for other people's approval. You're trying to improve yourself, you're trying to become the best version of yourself, and that should not make other people feel smaller. It will naturally boost them up. So step into your strength, own your goals. Don't let other people make you feel like you need to be smaller. That brings me to my final point, mindset. This is honestly the biggest game changer and the number one thing that I wish I'd known when I started out. You have to stop asking if it's working. Start asking if you have done everything that you can control. Are you feeling your muscles during lifts? Are you eating healthy, high-protein meals? Are you showing up even when you don't feel like it? If the answer to those questions is yes, then it is working. Your body does not change instantly, but your identity can. You are not someone who's trying to work out. You're someone who works out. Period. If you're someone who works out, then going to the gym will be second nature. If you're somebody who works out, then eating healthy, high-protein meals is just what you do. You won't have to question it anymore, and it will feel easy. I used to pretend that I saw progress after every single workout, even when I didn't. I convinced myself that the pump was me seeing progress, and I really thought that I had so much muscle in my body literally when I was just starting out. But that made me want to keep coming back to the gym because after every single workout, I had more muscle, I was feeling stronger, I was looking better. Delude yourself if you have to, because delusion is what gets you to your goals. Be delusional. Literally convince yourself that after every single workout, you have more muscle on your body, and pretty soon you will. That's just how it works. The journey can honestly get lonely, but it will also teach you that the only thing you can rely on are your promises to yourself. Your on and off gym buddy might make training more fun, but you can't rely on their consistency to reach your own goals. The only person you can rely on is yourself. And ultimately, this is an amazing thing because you're in control of yourself. If you say you want to look a certain way, you are the only one that can get yourself there, and that means that you have all the power to reach your goals. You don't have to worry about controlling anyone else. The only person you need to control is you. If you're still watching this, that means that you care. And honestly, that is already rare. That shows that you're ready to take action. So whether you're starting today or starting again, I am proud of you and you can do this. Let me know in the comments what your current fitness goals are and what phase you're in, whether you're a beginner, whether you're coming back. And if this helped, make sure to like and subscribe for more fitness and wellness content. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.